organization long-standing support to the Palmetto State dating back to colonial times when the first citizen soldiers took up arms in defense of America. And whereas, in addition to deploying over 19,000 soldiers and airmen overseas since 9/11, the South Carolina National Guard has supported first responders during multiple events, including ice storms, the historic flood of 2015, and Hurricane Matthew in 2016. And whereas the 9,000 soldiers and 1,200 airmen presently serving in the South Carolina National Guard could not accomplish their missions without strong agency partnerships and support of communities and citizens from across the Palmetto State. And whereas the South Carolina National Guard will demonstrate its appreciation to the public by hosting an open house, the South Carolina Guard Air and Ground Expo, a free event for the entire family at McEntire Joint National Guard Base, May 6 through 7, 2017. And whereas the Expo will not only welcome members of the community and thank them for their support, it will recognize the many veterans in the state in the state, especially the Vietnam veterans, as they are welcomed home in commemoration of the 50th anniversary of the Vietnam War. Now, therefore, I, Henry McMaster, Governor of the great state of South Carolina, do hereby proclaim May 6 through 7, 2017 as South Carolina National Guard Community Appreciation Weekend throughout this state and encourage all South Carolinians to join the men and women of the South Carolina National Guard in an exciting, fun-filled, family-oriented weekend celebration. Signed, Henry McMaster, Governor of the State of South Carolina. And let me say, if I have the opportunity to share the stage with anyone, it would be the General, Commanding General of the South Carolina National Guard, and an F-22 Raptor fighter plane. And thank you.
Thank you so much, Governor. The great Governor of the State of South Carolina, Governor Henry McMaster. Okay, and to give us kind of an outline of the rest of the show, I'm going to turn it over to Colonel Gentili, and he can compete with the Raptor a little bit now. But turn it over to Colonel Gentili, F-16 pilot extraordinary, also known as Stalker.
Wow, thank you guys. And Governor, thank you very much for being here. You honor us with your presence. And to our Adjutant General, thank you. Thank you, General. The support we get from the citizens of South Carolina is amazing. We appreciate that, and it makes a difference to all of our airmen and soldiers. Couldn't have a better backdrop than to have an F-18 out there burning up the skies, have our Navy friends and support behind us. That's all good. And we appreciate all the attendance of our joint partners. The Army, the Navy, the Marine Corps, and the Air Force are all here, along with your National Guard. I'm not going to try to compete with him, so if he goes, that's a much more impressive act. That's what you're all here to see. But really quick, we have 4,000 of your 4,000 of your soldiers and airmen that are here today to help make this possible. They work here at McEntire, and it's for you. I like to remind and just let you folks know, this is your base. This is South Carolina's National Guard base. We have 2,400 acres and over 60 combat platforms out here that do the mission of the state and nation, both overseas and here at home. And lastly, as he's going to make a lot of noise, this is an impressive slow pass. Although I'll tell you, take a good look at our F-16s out there, because we like to compete with this airplane, and it always looks good under our pipper as we're gunning it. It's a phenomenal platform. We appreciate them being here. during the Hurricane Matthew this last year, and during the floods, this base right here, this ramp you're on, was the center of helicopter rescue operations for the state. So we had over 55 helicopters and aircraft supporting, of which over 35 were right here on this base. This is what we can do for you and what we continue to commit ourselves to for South Carolina. Fight the nation's war, protect our state, and make sure we're here when you need us. Enjoy your day. Thank you for being here. And we have phenomenal acts. What you see on that side of the ramp, I've not seen all of that combined at an air show before. So what you'll see here today, you're not going to see anywhere else. From the Apaches and Blackhawks to all of the warbirds, our Vietnam veterans, our honorary aircraft, and then all our modern fighters. Enjoy the show today. Thank you very much for your support. God bless.